Hello and welcome to Battle of the Ports and the third in the Lotus series of racing games. This is Magnetic Field's 1992 game Lotus 3, The Ultimate Challenge. Being the third game in the series, it combines the gameplay aspects of its predecessors, allowing players to choose between racing opponents of the Lotus Turbo Challenge or the arcade-like time trials of Lotus 2. The two-player option was retained and the music selection feature returns. Lotus 3 also added a third car, a concept Lotus M200. Sadly, the graphics are mostly recycled from Lotus 2, but a number of new sceneries have been added. Lotus 3 features a racing environment construction set abbreviated to REX, Course Creation System. This system allows users to create a racetrack by defining various basic parameters, such as the number of difficulty or turns and hills, number of obstacles, or difficulty of opponents. The created track can then be raced on by one or both players. These can be raced individually or in a series of up to 9 user-created tracks. There was also a CD32 version of this game combined with Lotus 1 and 2. It's identical to this version, but now with a CD soundtrack. Next up is the Atari ST version. In a way, this is a cutback port of the Amiga version. The intro with the car driving towards the screen is missing, the colours are not as clean looking, especially on the fog stage. Some road textures are different, and of course, the audio is nowhere near as good. However, even though this version runs at a slower frame rate, it actually feels more responsive to play than the Amiga original. So there's a positive for ST fans. I do believe this port is missing the hidden game pod found on the Amiga and Mega Drive release though. In 1993 saw the release of the DOS port. This MS-DOS version features the Lotus Esprit S4 instead of the Lotus Esprit Turbo SE. Apart from the slightly different car graphics, the difference in gameplay is minimal, if any. The MS-DOS version was released again in 1996, this time on a CD-ROM. The MS-DOS version can be described as an enhanced port of the Amiga game, as it now features 4 audio options, being Sound Blaster 16, AdLib, Roland, and PC Speaker. The game also loads a lot faster than the previous versions. The REX system is still here, and identical to that on the Amiga and ST. In 1993, the Mega Drive got a port under the name of Lotus 2 REX. mainly because of its coarse edit feature. This port was developed by Gremlin Graphics, and it's a piss poor effort when we consider what it could have been. For a start, the game isn't even full screen. This is not acceptable on the Mega Drive for such a game. Next, sound effects and music are separate. Again, not acceptable on the Mega Drive, and the sound driver is awful. It uses the sound image driver, which is why. Finally, the game doesn't even look as nice as the Amiga version, and they've changed around all the tracks. I had high hopes for this Mega Drive port, but you know what? I'd rather play the Amiga original than this. But then again, I think the DOS version is probably the best overall. And let's take a look at all those versions of Lotus 3 running side by side.